What's up? This is Dilio representing DilioT2K.com. I'm glad you guys are back, and this is just a straight up vlog. This is no bells and whistles, no Adobe Premiere, no nothing like that. This is an update. I want to go back to documenting my journey of finishing the Majykbox album, so I'm going to start it over. I did have a previous series of updates, but I'm going to call this week one of making the Majykbox and also do updates on what's going on with this channel, what's going on with me, to document my progress, to document where I'm going as an artist and as a music producer and all those things and stuff. So I want to say that the album is definitely on its way. And I had big visions of grandeur of, oh man, this is going to be like a dual disc album, because I've been working on it for so long and I have a lot of great songs. But then I kind of realized, you know what? And I had conversations with friends about this. You know what? I think that if I shrink the number of songs down and I focus on a theme for that album, and then I execute that album and get it done, that I will be satisfied, and then I can make more music and release more music later on this year, because I am on a time crunch. For lack of a better word, I just feel like I'm on borrowed time as far as being in this location. And so before a big life change happens, and which I don't know, I just have a gut feeling that a life change is going to happen as far as my location is concerned. So in that, it will take all my focus and energy on that when that time comes. So what I like to do within the 3 months is to finish this album. I want to finish Majykbox, and I think I'm setting on a number between 12 and 16 songs. No more than 16, no less than 12, of some really strong songs that I really poured my heart into, that I really went all out in. And I'm going to settle on that and land there, because a lot of times creative people, we just we want to do everything. And this past weekend, I came to a conclusion. I had something that kind of popped in my head, and that's the power of one. What I mean by that, one theme, just one idea, one focus, one goal, and I'll be the first to admit that I'm guilty of wanting to be everything all at once. If it was cool, I wanted to be it. If that was cool, I wanted to be it. Never really landing anywhere in the middle, and so, these next 3 months, I'm going to be an artist and producer. I'm going to be one now. Will I be mentoring my students? Yes, because I care about my students and I'm at their service. So I'll talk about that later in the vlog. But, just one theme, and Majykbox is going to be a talk box album, and it's going to have a throwback vibe. If you see my live streams, you notice I'm working on a lot more of the old school stuff. There's a method to the madness there. I wanted to do something more up-tempo. I wanted to do something that had nostalgia to it. And I guess I'm kind of writing ideas down as I vlog this. I wanted something that had nostalgia to it, a throwback vibe, a happier vibe. I don't want to sing about heartbreak. I don't want to sing about struggle. It's easy. It's easier to sing about those things than to write about things. But for this album, I just want to put that on the curb and save that for another project, because I know that sometimes those stories too can minister and help people. But for this album, I wanted something more up-tempo, something to get, for lack of a better term, the ladies moving, and to get the guys and the girls on the dance floor, and to have something fun. An album of affirmation, positive affirmation, an album of higher energy than what I'm used to. Now, I can't go and make any album without any slow songs on the B-side. That's just, I love making slow jams, But for this one, I want to challenge myself to make something a little bit more up-tempo, to go more in a party and stuff like that. Do more club, but not necessarily trap. I just feel like everybody's doing the trap thing, And I got some track records, but they probably might not make it onto this album because they may not go with the theme. Remember, one theme? I don't want to go so far off from the throwback party, talk box, electronic, retro, futuristic thing that I want to kind of placate to everybody's tastes, And I know a lot of kids, we could say we had trap all we want. I hear people talk about that in my chats, on my vlogs, but you know, there's still people that I hate to say this, but mark out to that. You know, they love, and I like to turn up too. I like a nice 808 thing going on, but I just want to do something different because I want to, I guess, hit a broader audience, a more global audience, and I want to do something just more fun and more positive and stuff like that. You know, so I'm trying to focus on that theme and a more of an up-tempo theme. So I'm not really going to focus too much on too many slow songs for this album. There will be a pocket of maybe some slow stuff, but it probably will be together. And the rest of the songs will be up-tempo, and it'll be a collection of songs that I've worked on for a long time. So, you know, no less than 12 songs, and probably no more than 16, because I really want the album done within the next 3.5 months. So how am I doing that? Well, the TV's turned off. I don't really watch TV anymore. I'm going to have to stop playing Rainbow Six because I've been getting into that because I game more in the wintertime. But so anytime that I feel like I can play a round of Rainbow Six, I probably should be in here writing songs and, you know, getting in this booth right here and producing that album. And the cool thing is that I'm trying to bring in some live instrumentation into it and stuff like that. And, you know, every time I post my stuff on Instagram anywhere, or I put out a little teaser, you know, a lot of people want to get in on the fun, and I get that because it's great music. I'm not going to deny that. But I have to make sure that there's a level of control and stuff like that. You know, I think that people automatically think they qualify to be on my project, even though I've never heard anything they've done. They have no content or material that they work on. And that leads me to finding musicians on Fiverr. The reason I like Fiverr is because I know that A, I don't have to school them on to record the stuff. B, I know what their playing level is at, what styles they can play. C, I can pay them a inexpensive fee to do that. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. So I'm definitely going to be experimenting with Fiverr for live musicians. I know some live people here, but that's another thing. People's schedules climb. There's a lot of great musicians in Atlanta, but not a lot of them that I know have the digital audio recording experience to send me the tracks the way I need them to be, that are in sync, that match the BPM and stuff like that. And then on the other hand, as far as having people come over here, I don't mind that. I'm just extremely private with my recording process, and I'm so private with I guess I have to tell this to people, but I don't want, and I've had experiences with this in the past where they want to bring their friends over because it's cool, because we're recording, and that's tired, and I don't want that. You know, there's people that like to do different things, or maybe they want to smoke and stuff like that. They got a lifestyle where they smoke. I get that. I personally don't have anything against the habit, but it's still illegal. And the last thing I want is attention from the law. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to worry about that. You know, like I said, I don't personally hate the habit. I don't like smoke in my air. I don't like to be around it. The only reason I tolerate it for a limited amount of time when I have to. But I like natural air. If you like that lifestyle, that's cool. I'm straight edge. I don't like to drink. I don't really drink like that. I like the taste maybe now and then, but I don't really drink like that, and I don't really smoke. It's not my lifestyle, you know. That's who I am, you know, and I gravitate more to people who have that lifestyle. And it doesn't devalue those who get into that lifestyle. But again, if it's one less thing for me to worry about, I would prefer that, you know. Unless I rent a studio or something like that, which could be the possibility after my time at this location comes to a close. So that's all I'm going to talk about. I see the video's getting up to 10 minutes. Making the Majykbox Week 1. We'll talk more about that later. And shout out to my students. If you've watched the video up to this point, thank you so much. I look forward to teaching and mentoring you on everything I know, from engineering to producing tracks to how to play, whatever. We had a great mastermind session last week, and we're going to be doing another one this week. So shout out to the T2K Select students. You know who you are, and I really appreciate you. All right, I'm out. Peace.